Mr. Justice, about that last statement of yours. I believe you were in the middle of accusing the plaintiff of murdering Dr. Buff. Would you care to continue?
I'm sorry, Apollo. I'm really sorry.
What's gotten into you two?
If I accuse that slime bag, I put Miss Faye's life in jeopardy. It seems you finally caught on. I'm far too important to be accused of murder. After all, our nation's future rests squarely on my shoulders. Either I give up. Once I present the crystal to my patron, my victory is assured. Then one day I'll become president, and then king of America. I'll have every politician in my command. Now retract your accusation. I can't kowtow to him, but the defense would like to retract the previous accusation. Dhurke? Apollo. Dhurke! I don't know what's going on here, but a lawyer should never look the way you do right now, with defeat and resignation written all over your face.
A dragon never yields.
Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey till the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. Dhurke, a dragon never yields. He's right. It's all over if I give up now. If Mr. Right's hands are tied, it's up to me to do what must be done. He saved my neck so many times. Now, it's my turn to save his. Dhurke, thanks for that wake-up call. Here, now that's the face of a lawyer you've got there, son. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a WillBits, there's a WillBits. And I'm gonna find the way to save Miss Faye and see that justice is served! Laser brain! Let's think about it. I think we kind of already know, but okay. That scumbag is holding Miss Faye hostage to ensure he gets the orb for his patron. And it seems said patron believes in the orb's legend. Thing is, the founder did appear when the orb was exposed to fire, just as the legend said. If the legend is true, then we've already solved the riddle, right? Yes? No! Yes, we definitely solved the riddle. And yet, we still don't understand what the part about bestowing power is talking about. Need to rethink this. When we know, no, not yet. We have to solve the riddle and then we can get him. Okay. Let's solve the riddle. We've not solved the riddle yet. The legend says the founder will bestow great spiritual power when she returns. But if that's true, it means we haven't solved the whole riddle yet. But how can that be? Are we missing something? Wait, maybe. Maybe the part about the founder returning should be taken literally. But how would it be possible for a dead person to return to the world of the living? Clearly, not cloning or time traveling. This is not an episode of Rick and Morty. We are talking about spirit channeling. The founder can return through channeling. Because you have her face and her name. I know there is a way for the dead to return. Spirit channeling. Of course, you have to know what the founder looks like first. But the orb has revealed her face to us, so if it's a sign that we should channel her. Given the facts, in order to solve the riddle and receive the Founder's power, I would need a spirit medium. Or to practice channeling. I need to work on it. Hold on, let's try to figure out how to channel somebody. A medium is needed to obtain the power. The ability of a medium to channel spirits is the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. That means Mr. Atishon Wimperson's patron will need one too. And once that slimy politician realizes that, he won't be able to lay a finger on Miss Faye. Or my Butterfinger. Everything's gonna be okay, Mr. Wright. Because Mr. Paul Atishon Wimperson can't afford to harm a hair on Miss Faye's head. Huh? You been laser braining now, Apollo? Mr. Atishon Wimperson, it seems you've chosen the wrong person to take hostage. Well, what do you mean? I would never take anyone as a hostage as a good politician. Your patron seeks to solve the orb's riddle, and thereby receive great spiritual power. However, only Maya Faye can truly give them what they really want. She can. What do you mean, only Maya Faye? Think about what the return of the Founder really means. We should have considered it more literally. After all, the orb was made in the kingdom of Kurain, the birthplace of spirit mediums. Huh, I think I see now. You need to know what the deceased looks like in order to channel them. But in Kurainism, depicting the face of the Founder is taboo. However, her true face was hidden in the orb. So maybe the orb is telling us to try channeling the Founder. Exactly. Through a spirit medium, the Founder can quite literally return. And if the legend is true, the Founder just might bestow spiritual power on someone when she does. It's like when Pearls imbued my Magatama with spiritual power. If a human could be imbued with such power in a similar manner, it is said the Founder possesses immense spiritual power. Such a great feat would not necessarily be beyond her. Wait a second, then the legend is true. Do you understand now, Mr. Atishon Wimperson? You are holding hostage the final key to unlocking the orb's secret. And if anything were to happen to her, the riddle would remain unsolved forever. My thing! Hold it. There's always Pearl Faye. I could simply ask her to help. If she wants money, I have plenty to offer. Yeah, after you kill her sister. That's gonna go real well. She's not the kind of person to be tempted by material gain. And she certainly wouldn't help you if anything were to happen to her cousin. Her cousin, the relationship I always knew. Or maybe you'd like to go ask the Queen of Kurain to channel the Founder for you? He could, but he'd probably get executed for requesting such a thing. It's over. Now confess, you killed Dr. Buff, didn't you? I wasn't supposed to end this way.
Mr. Atishon Wimperson, are you admitting to committing the crime?
You're my lawyer, right? Do something. It's true that I'm your lawyer, and as such, it's my job to defend you. However, defending my client isn't the only duty a lawyer has. There's something else that's equally as important, and that is finding the truth. What? Mr. Atishon Wimperson, you have sought to twist the truth in the dirtiest of ways. I was complicit in your hostage taking, but in a way I was being held hostage too. Even so, there's hope for me to make things right. And I owe it all to you, Apollo. Mr. Wright, I can't allow a murderer to walk away scot-free. Therefore, Mr. Atishon Wimperson, I must resign as your attorney. No, my thing! Does this mean I'm under arrest? No! Just a little more tape. This should be fine. Well, I've nothing to confess. What? I said I've nothing to confess. I don't, and I won't, especially not to a plebeian like you. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Besides, there's no truth to these allegations. I mean, look at the suitcase. You won't find a single print of mine on it. All that means is you wiped them off, taking care to only leave Mr. Rebels. Heh, as many a great politician has said before me, no comment. In that case, try switching things up, Apollo. Look at the situation from a different angle. Is there really nothing that points to the suitcase being dropped from up above? Evidence that points to the suitcase being dropped from the second floor. If the killer pushed the suitcase from the second floor hallway over the coffee bar, that would place him right around here. Maybe, just maybe. Thought of something, Apollo. I believe this piece of evidence to be connected to the dropping of the suitcase. It's gonna be... Is there anything here? I mean, we've got the coffee there. What do we have? Is it gonna be the statement from Army? She fled to her room when she realized someone had moved her while she'd been unconscious on the second floor. Oh wait, what else is on here? Yep. It's Army's statement.
That appears to be a statement, but how is that related to this case?
On the night of the murder, Your Honor, Miss Army Buff physically left her room. That's when she saw the doctor burning the orb and subsequently passed out, right above the coffee bar. But with her there in her wheelchair, the killer wouldn't have been able to drop the suitcase down onto the doctor. Good point. However, according to Sarge, she woke up just as someone was trying to move her in her wheelchair.
Someone was pushing my wheelchair.
What?
I was so scared I made a hasty retreat as fast as my wheels could take me.
She must have been in the killer's way and had to be moved. Isn't that right, Mr. Atishon Wimperson? Ag. If the killer had pushed the wheelchair with his bare hands, we may yet find the conclusive evidence we need. Exactly. Fortunately for us, that evidence slipped right through the killer's fingers. If only he'd been able to hold onto it just a little tighter. But now he's neither able to discard nor alter it. Honestly, that piece of evidence wasn't even supposed to be here in this courtroom today. And yet, it looks like sometimes things do get better. This wasn't supposed to happen. No? Well, too bad. Because the evidence that sped away from you that night has come back to haunt you right here at this very trial. Your Honor, the defense's final piece of evidence is on this person. It's the wheelchair that belongs to Army Buff.
Take that!
That's, on the night of the murder, Sarge passed out, only to come to and find that someone was pushing her wheelchair. That's when she fled back into her room. She didn't physically see a single soul after that. Not until Athena drew her out through that therapy session, that is. Well, the killer was able to wipe the prints on the suitcase. The same can't be said for the prints that got away. My fellow Coranians. Well, Mr. Paul Atishon Wimperson, try to explain your way out of this one. The podium is all yours. I am, Paul Atishon, savior of Karain. I am not a crook. My political career, it can't end like this. I'm destined for great things. Something's wrong. This isn't real. It's a dream. No, a nightmare. Oh, huh? What? Wait, really? Wow, no way. Banzai, banzai, banzai. Wait, what? Paul Atishon arrested on murder charge. Electoral, no, please. Wait. Don't go. No, no, please. Whoa, Grandpa. My thing. My thing.
Mr. Atishon Wimperson, are you all right? Bailiff, get him to the first aid station on the double. Well, this was yet another unexpected turn of events. In light of everything that's been revealed, it seems the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb. And it seems Mr. Paul Atishon Wimperson can be considered a suspect in Dr. Buff's murder.
Apollo, I want to thank you for everything. Thanks to you, I didn't have to keep bending the truth. I don't know what I would have done without you. Don't mention it.
You were amazing today, Apollo.
Well, I couldn't have done it without Dhurke.
A dragon never yields.
They don't do it. You gotta kill him. Even when wounded, a dragon bites down hard and never lets go till its dying breath. It glares, it roars, and it latches its jaws firmly onto its prey to the bitter end. That's what lawyers do to get to the truth. A dragon never yields. Every lawyer should take that to heart.
As it seems, both sides have no further objections. Would Dhurke Sovereignty please take a stand? This court awards the orb to the Defiant Dragons per the stated transfer agreement.
Woo! Yeah! We got a piece of property! Ba-da-da-da! Yes, good. I'm very glad that I got the thing.
Should the King of Karain claim ownership, the matter may have yet to be deliberated in court all over again. I just hope, or shall I say pray, that I'm not the judge presiding over that one, or someone who looks very similar to me. That'd be weird.
Indeed, a trial like that might spark an international incident. Still, there are bigger and more momentous things astir in the air. The revolution. Dhurke's really serious about this.
This court is adjourned.
Okay, I'm actually surprised. I was expecting, kind of a bad twist there, but so far, everything seems okay. Nice work, son. We've finally broken through the last obstacle on the road to revolution. Revolution? It doesn't seem real. As well, to think you actually defeated the Fighting Phoenix. All I can say is, that's my boy. Well, Mr. Wright did have his hands tied. Who knows if I'd have won if he'd been able to fight me head on.
I see it more like you saved Mr. Wright.
Saved him?
Yeah, remember what he said? He doesn't have to bend the truth anymore. And it was all thanks to you.
I don't know about that. Still, I guess it is kind of nice to be appreciated.
Mr. Dhurke? Now that the Holy Mother's face has been revealed, are you going to have a spirit medium try channeling her? I, for one, would love to see the return of the legendary founder.
Yeah, just think about it. Being able to speak to someone right out of the history books? Unfortunately, it's not that easy. What? Why? A face isn't enough. You also need the true name of the one you're attempting to channel. All right. Pearl mentioned something like that. And the founder's true name is only known to the priestess who's been crowned queen. In short, the only living person who knows it is the current queen of Kurain, Garan. So without her help, we won't be seeing the founder anytime soon.
It's no fun. I want to see her now.
Okay. Only the queen knows the founder's real name. Maya knows the name of the other one. She knows the name of the queen's sister. So, Dhurke, what will you do now? First, I'll start by tracing the route by which the orb came into Dr. Buff's hands. Since we now know it was Paul Atishon that asked the doctor to study it, isn't he the one who stole it? No, a little nobody like him couldn't get anywhere near the orb, let alone steal it. He must have had inside help. My money is on someone connected to the royal family. All right, you said something to that effect back in the cave. Whoever it may be, we need to expose their dirty scheme to the light of day. Well, I'm sure Mr. Wright has plenty of information, courtesy of his dirty client. He might be able to shed some light on this.
Private Justice!
That was fine working in the trial today. You did your sergeant proud.
Back at you, Sarge. It took real courage to leave your room like that.
It's all thanks to you and Coleman Sykes. With my siege defense over, I can finally sally forth.
But the battle's only just begun. One for me and me alone to fight.
To lose your mother and your father, what a terrible thing to endure.
Yeah, and being wheelchair bound doesn't help.
Private Justice, I've been thinking. It's about time I stood on my own 2 feet. After all, I no longer have Papa to coddle me.
Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Take a good look, soldier. This is one small step for man. One giant leap for me. Hold my drone for me, would you, Private Justice? That's a good lad.
Yes, sir. What is she up to?
Whoa.
She's standing. What's this, Sarge? You mean your legs? There.
The doctor told me I was ready to walk again months ago. But if I admitted I could walk, I knew I'd have to leave the house. So I faked it.
Makes sense, but
I kept pretending I couldn't walk. But I know Papa's watching over me now, and I'd hate to disappoint him. So, from this day forth,
I'm gonna march forward on my own 2 feet! A brave kid trying to move forward like this. It must be so hard this soon after her father's death. Don't you ever stop. You just keep on walking, comrade. Stay brave, because there will be days when you'll want to stop. But I have faith you'll find a way to muster the strength to push through them. Yeah, you can do it!
hey, Daddy's back!
Mr. Wright! What's that look on his face for?
Oh, Apollo! Is everything alright with Miss Faye? She's safe. For now.
Well, then we better go save her, quick! Where is she anyway?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. Huh? Maya's not here in the States. She's still in Kurain. And she's still being held hostage by the mastermind behind this whole thing. The mastermind? That's right. Paul Atishon was nothing more than a pawn. Maya's true abductor is in the kingdom of Kurain.
What? I don't understand, Mr. Wright. What in the world's going on over there?
But as shocking as that news was, it was only the beginning. The beginning of something big. Big enough to shake Kurain to its very core. Revolution. I was being swept up in a mighty wave that nothing could stop. Of course, at the time, I had no idea what the days ahead had in store for us. To be continued. Find out next time. We'll be playing Thursday, 7 p.m. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't by now. Come by the chat if you've got the time. If not, see you next time on YouTube. Bye for now.